Once again, it's on. It's the Composer K Hood back with another green game review. I'm letting y'all know what y'all can smoke and play to because we don't have much time. So I'm going to help y'all out and get to it. Now, this is an impressions video. Haven't beat the whole game, but got a good 5 to 7 hours in. So I have pretty thorough understanding of what the game is to break it down for y'all. This game is called Neon White. It's available on PC, Switch, and PS4, PS5. Not for Xbox yet, but seeing how cold this game is, I'm pretty sure it will come along pretty soon. Now, at first, when I looked at this game, I kept hearing good things about it, but it looked really convoluted, and it was not looking like a smoker's game to me. But it got such high reviews, I kept watching videos, decided to give it a try, and I love it. Now, the first thing that threw me off is it's a shooter, but it has these cards. And if you can see, from the video, it looks like the cards are kind of being randomly used. The cards are in the bottom right hand corner, but they're not. The game sets you up to know which cards to use when, but you have to know how to use them strategically. So the first time you go through the map, it's just like kind of to look around and stuff, and then you get to the fun part, which is speed running. Another thing that I didn't find necessarily fun, I've never even watched a speed running video. I think it's pretty cool, but it's like, not for me, because I'm just trying to play games. I'm not trying to manipulate games. But man, this game makes you care about every second that you can shave off. If you can already see from this video, it was a good thing for smokers. These levels are quick as heck. They're like 12, 15 seconds. Some are like 40 seconds, but it gets straight to the point. With the cards, they are different guns, but then they also have an ability. And as I just stated, the ability is pretty laid out, even though it's strategic, but you're not going to be fumbling around cards to try to figure out what you're supposed to use. And that kind of threw me off at first when I was watching reviews, but when you actually play the game, it is very clean on how it works. Like, you have a shotgun, but it can also speed you forward. You have a little 9, but it can also elevate you. Then you have another gun that shoots at a rapid pace, and it also can elevate you and kill enemies at the same time. Now, all these work very seamlessly together and provide a great experience. If you're a PC player, you can see in the bottom right hand corner that this thing is shredding 144 frames per second, which makes it smooth as butter. And it will go higher depending on what your PC grade is. I run a 5700, not the XT, just the regular version. So it's a pretty good graphic card, but at 1440p, I don't always get 144. I'm usually in the 90 frames per second rate, and this boy is killing it. Now, less to the specky stuff and back to the game. Part of the reason that this game does run so smoothly is the graphics are toned down. You see like a late PS3, early PS4 look, but that's on purpose to make the game run smooth. And the aesthetics of the game and the world that you're in definitely compensate for the lack of graphics. You're not going to be like, oh, I don't want to play this because the graphics don't look good. The graphics are exactly how they are supposed to be. This makes the game dope. As I stated before, man, I've never been a fan of speedrunning. It's very cool, but this game makes you want to shave a little second off of every score because there's always something that you could be doing different. The more you play the levels, the more it will give you hints, and you can take the hint. They're not too obvious, but they're obvious enough to make you have a little eureka moment and want to try a different path, and you can see your scores get shaved that way also. I am your ambassador for difficult to figure out games. It might look like one, but this isn't it. Now, the only thing that I would say is kind of shaky about this game is the story. In a Bayonetta tone, I can't tell if it's supposed to be corny on purpose or it's just poorly written. Fortunately, you can fast forward through the story and it's no problem at all. But I'll let you decide that on your own. Games like this don't even really need a story, so it doesn't hurt the story. It's just on the game rating doesn't make it a perfect game rating. Another thing to mention is the music. It keeps you moving, it's a lot of fun, and it adds right into the game. So let's get to the scores. For a game, as I stated, the story is The visuals are what they're supposed to be. The music is top notch. The gameplay is even better. And man, this game costs $15. The value is A++. But for the fact that it ain't perfect, we'll leave it at the 4.5 rating. It is damn near out of 5, but that story, if you're a story-driven person, you might balk at it. Now the green ratings this is a 5. The things that would deter most smokers, they work this out. And the developers are geniuses for how they work it out. I am not a speed run person. Most smokers aren't. They're trying to just play a game. They're not trying to be all ADHD, Adderall like when they're trying to get to a score. That makes the game fun. On top of that, the smooth experience of the game, great for smokers. And just the aesthetics of the levels are extremely pleasing. This is another example of a game that is the reason why I made this review site. So keep liking, keep subscribing. We're going to keep this pushing. K Hood with another green game review. I will see you soon.